Good. Now let's go to the second part of the lesson. I click on this back arrow again and go to the previous page of the website. Let's start a new project. Click on New Project and name the project as Project 10B. Click on the Create button here. Now you have entered the project. Now we are going to create a Dancing Man project. But to create this project, the default code block categories are not enough. Because of this, it is necessary to add an extension. In this way, click on Extensions and type microbit-pxt-time and date in the search bar. Now, I click on this extension and add it. Now, you can see that the time and date category has also been added to these code blocks categories. Now we can create the code block. Since the onStart code block is not needed for this, I right-click and give the delete code block like this. First, let's create the code block for pressing button A. When button A is pressed, the time needs to be displayed. For that, I drag an on button A pressed code block under input here. Now, let's drag a showString code block under basics into this code block. I drag a time as code block in the time and date category here. Let's change the format to display the time as H:mm. Okay, next is when button B is pressed. When you press button B, you need to add 5 minutes to the current time. For this, you can use the advanced time date by code block under More in the time and date category. Okay, again, let's drag an on button A pressed code block under input here. Click on the arrow in front of button A and select button B. Now, drag an advanced time/date by code block under More in time and date here. What we need to do is add 5 minutes. So type 15 here, click on the arrow in front of MS and select minutes. Next is to create the Dancing Man. When the number of minutes reaches 5 and the sound level detected by the microphone is more than 128, we need to display the Dancing Man. For this, we need to find the number of minutes. For that, let's drag a time as number code block under time and date into the forever code block like this. By this code block, the time and the values are assigned as numbers in each of these variables. Okay, now we need to check if the number of minutes is more than 15 and if the sound levels is more than 128. For that, let's drag an if code block under logic here. For the condition here, a code block with the AND sign is connected under the logic. Let's connect a code block with the equal sign in the logic to the left side of the AND sign. Click on the arrow in front of the equal sign and select the larger than sign. Next, let's drag a minute code block connected to the time as number code block to the left side of this larger than sign. Let's add 15 to the right side of the larger than sign. Let's connect a code block with the equal sign in the logic to the right side of this AND sign. Click on the arrow in front of the equal sign and select the larger than sign. Next, drag a sound level code block under input to the left side of this larger than sign. Let's give 128 to the right side of the larger than sign. If both these conditions are true, Dancing Man needs to be displayed. Since the Dancing Man needs to be displayed as it moves, we will display 2 images for the Dancing Man in a repeat loop. I drag a repeat do code block under loops into this if code block. Let's keep the number of times repeated as 4. Now drag a show LEDs code block under basics into this repeat code block like this. Let's select the LEDs like this for the first image of the Dancing Man. I think it would be better if some music was played in the meantime. For this, let's drag a play tone code block under the tone of music here. Click on middle C and select middle D as the tone. Now we have to display the second image of the Dancing Man. Before that, we need a gap between the 2 images, so let's drag the pause code block under basics here. Let's say 100 milliseconds. Next, for the second image, a show LEDs code block under basics is dragged down from the pause code block. Let's select the LEDs like this for the second image of the Dancing Man. Okay, now it would be good if some music was played in the meantime. For this, let's drag a play tone code block under the tone of music here. Click on middle C and select middle G as the tone. Let's drag the pause code block under basics here as well. Let's say 100 milliseconds. Okay, now in this way the two images are displayed 4 times alternatively. After repeating this for 4 times, clear the screen. I drag a clear screen code block under basics away from this repeat code block into the if code block. Okay, now let's click the play button and see. Now, this is how the time is displayed. Now, press button B and press button A again. As you can see, 5 minutes have been added. After 5 minutes like this, if we detect a sound with a sound level higher than 128, we can watch the dancing man. Also, you can run this project through the micropit device and watch the output. If you made it in this way, you little ones are very talented. If you want to share this project, click the second share button on the upper right side of the interface and click on the Publish to Share button here. Now you can copy and share this link. To see the creation you have made, WhatsApp it to the number Note 76 812 5244. Tell your friends also about the creation. Send it to me and send it to your friends as well to see this app. You too can join the DP Coding School Telegram group. Try to be the DP Code Champ Best of the Week once every week. For that, keep in touch with us. And one more thing, join our DP Coding Club and now you can start a DP Coding Club in your school too. We are ready to give you all the guidance for that. If you want to start a DP Coding Club in any school where computer labs are available, make a request through the principal to the email address info@dpcc.lk. So let's meet with another interesting lesson through DP Coding School. Have a nice day.